Howdy Earthlings! It's Friday night. I don't have to work in the morning, so it's time for a star party. I'm Deanna Rose, your resident night sky fangirl and tour guide into deep space. So, as you notice, I'm still talking funny. I'm still waiting for my next oral surgery. That is scheduled for January 9th. So, I will be live streaming on Fridays if it's clear until then, and then I'll be taking the rest of January off to recover. Hopefully I won't sound like Sylvester the cat anymore. Last week's live stream was awesome. I got some really great video of imaging in mosaic mode. Those shorts, the time-lapse shorts of capturing Andromeda and Messier's 32 and 110 in one shot, as well as the Orion Nebula with Myron's Nebula. Those are up on the channel now if you want to go check those out. And the resulting photos are on the Instagram page. Let me go ahead and show you what else I've got going on. Now, it was pretty darn cloudy Saturday night and the rest of the week. Last night was pretty decent, though. And I did a mosaic mode of the Pleiades. Now, this is the raw image, but this is the one with the AI noise reduction, and I did a little bit of tweaking with the brightness and the contrast, as well as a little bit of the saturation. So this was actually taken last night. I do have some video that I'm going to convert into a short for y'all. I did also manage to get a little bit of the Crab Nebula. This is the raw image. And this is with the AI denoise as well as tweaking to the color settings. I kind of like that one, although it's a little small. There we go. Check that action out. And I was talking to my child earlier this week, and they wanted me to get Saturn. As you can see with the SeeStar, it does come out as a big bright blob. What you probably will not notice is that it has no rings. At this time, Saturn has rotated in such a way where we're viewing right across the plane of the rings, so they're not going to be visible. That's going to be going on for quite a while. I believe sometime in March, it's going to be actually at a zero plane, so we won't see those at all. But it's really, really cool. You can see in the picture that I did get a couple of the moons. Which I thought was cool. And then after the live stream last week, I did try to get the Rosetta Nebula, but it ran into sunrise, so I didn't get all of it. I am hoping to capture some of that tonight after our main portion of the show. And of course, here are a couple of extra little things that I was looking at last week. That would be Messier 108, which is on my bingo card that I haven't gotten to yet. This was Messier 61, but we had a little bit of light from some source there. I don't know what that was. And Messier 109. So I will be... I'm debating whether or not to start my bingo card over for 2025, especially with Messier Marathon coming up. March 22nd is the primary date. March 29th is the backup date. And we'll have the ability to view all 110 Messier objects in one night if we do it right. The goal is to take the equipment back out to a dark sky location, or at least a darker sky location, maybe not all the way back out to West Texas, because that is quite a drive, and live stream trying to hit everything. And by that time, I'll have my SeeStar S30, And I have run some tests. I can stream both to the computer at the same time. So hopefully we will be able to get all of the messier objects in one night. And once I have plans for that, then we'll go ahead and get that scheduled, and hopefully we'll have clear skies for that. If you guys think I should restart my Messier bingo card now that we have all these new settings and I'm getting the S30, leave a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Now tonight, I actually wanted to look at NGC 6992, which is part of the Veil Nebula. I'm going to go ahead and set this up. I'm actually going to change the framing. I was practicing with this earlier, as you might have seen in the photo album. I'm going to rotate this. I believe I had this at 60. And then I move it just a little bit, so it's a little more centered. And I do have it set on 20-second exposures. I am hoping that by having a longer exposure time, we'll get some more of those really cool colors that are prevalent in the Veil Nebula. Now, I actually wrote a little script tonight. Let me go ahead and pull that up and tell you a little bit more about the Veil Nebula. It's also known as the Cygnus Loop, and it is a breathtaking supernova remnant located in the constellation Cygnus. This expansive and intricate nebula is the aftermath of a colossal star explosion that occurred about 8,000 years ago. Now, 8,000 years ago would still be during Homo sapien history, so if they would have seen it, who knows what they might have thought. It could be anything, really. If our ancestors saw anything in the sky, who knows if we're even seeing the full effect of it right now because of how light travels. But the Veil Nebula spans an incredible 3 degrees in the sky, corresponding to roughly 6 times the diameter of the full moon. So if we have the full moon here, got 6 of them. So it'd be pretty big. The Veil Nebula is comprised of several key components, each with its own distinct characteristics. 6992 and 6995 are the Eastern Veil Nebula. These parts form the bright eastern section of the Veil Nebula, known for the rich and intricate network of filaments and knots. NGC 6960 is the Western Veil Nebula, and this segment lies near the bright star 52 Cygni and features striking filamentary structures that resemble a witch's broom, which is where it gets its nickname, the Witch's Broom Nebula. NGC 6979, or Pickering's Triangle, is named after astronomer Edward Charles Pickering, and this region exhibits beautiful filamentary patterns and is often a target for amateur astronomers. I've photographed it numerous times. It is gorgeous. NGC 6974 is a lesser-known section of the Veil Nebula, characterized by delicate filaments that add to the overall complexity of the nebula. Now, tonight we're focusing on NGC 6992, which is trying to locate here. This segment of the Veil Nebula is an especially captivating part of the supernova remnant. Located approximately 2,100 to 2,400 light years away from Earth, it showcases the extraordinary beauty and complexity of the remnants of a once massive star. The nebula glows brightly due to the ionization of gases, including hydrogen, oxygen, and sulfur, creating a stunning tapestry of colors. Through the telescope, you can see the intricate web of filaments intertwining to produce a breathtaking spectacle. The expanding shockwave from the original supernova continues to interact with the surrounding interstellar medium, giving us a glimpse into the dynamic processes that shape our galaxy. Now, it's taking a while to actually lock into it. The skies were absolutely beautifully clear when I left work today and throughout the evening and as the sun set. But after dark, we did start getting some fog rolling through here, and the entire sky was hazy. It did seem to clear up around 7 o'clock my time, so about an hour before I started the live stream. We might be having cloud problems. I'm going to go ahead and start this over again since it seems to have stalled out. And hopefully it will lock on this time. Like I said, I already went ahead and did all of the calibrating on it, and turned on the dew heater because it is probably going to take a couple of hours to do this. Set it to 20-second exposures. Something else I noticed playing with the new settings this week is when I don't change the framing, if I just leave it at normal where that blue square is, regular size, no tilt to it, I can do the AI denoise while it's shooting because it has already taken a picture to denoise. When it is in mosaic mode and you change the size and or rotation, you can't use AI denoise until the image has completely finished. I played around a little bit with that, and I was able to denoise the photo after it filled the entire screen and was able to get those really nice shots of Andromeda and the Orion Nebula. Like I said, those are up on the Instagram page. It is taking quite a while. I am actually going to go into be right back mode. I'm going to run outside, and I'm going to check to make sure we don't have clouds causing us problems. So I will be right back. Well, I was right. I did step outside, and the clouds have rolled back in. We have a thick layer of clouds over the entire sky, very much like fog. So, unfortunately, we're probably not going to get to do any stargazing tonight. However, I do have a backup plan. Let me pull it up. And of course, it's not updated. Well, isn't that a bummer? Where did it go? All right, so as we talked about Saturn tonight, let's go ahead and give me one moment. There we are. We are going to watch a NASA video about Saturn. So I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic and hide my face, but the chat box will still be active. So feel free to let me know what you think about the video.